fellow pool players and fans, and so glad you are here to join us to witness the highest level of play in the entire world. We are coming to you from the banks of the mighty Mississippi, just steps away from the iconic arch here in St. Louis, Missouri. It is the second stop of the 2026 tour of the Predator Pro Billiard Series. If you've been following the matches, we have seen some of the most thrilling and exciting matches ever, and to think the biggest moments are to come over the next 2 days. Each round is going to have huge significance. We're going to be crowning a women's open champion, and of course, we're going to be crowning a men's 8-ball world champion right here in St. Louis, and awarding nearly $600,000 in prize money. You don't want to miss it, so we'll definitely see you here. Now, a fan favorite event has become the Poison Mixed Doubles Open. 32 of the finest pairings in the entire world, and all battling it out for that $100,000 purse. St. Louis, we have made it to the semifinals. It is down to the final four, and it's time to find out who's going to be moving in to the finals and to be possibly champion tomorrow night right here in this arena. Let's get to it. You guys ready? Here we go, starting in Arena 2 from Brisbane, Australia. It's being hung, and her partner, a neutral international athlete, the Ghost, Fedor Gorst. And their opponent from Seoul, South Korea, So Soa, and her partner, a neutral international athlete, Victor Zelinsky. And back here in Arena 1 from Zamboanga, Philippines, it's Flash, Cheska Centino, and her partner from Glasgow, Scotland, the Eagle Eye, Jason Shaw. And from Shanghai, China, is Xiaofeng Fu, and her partner from St. Louis, the Iceberg, Justin Bergman. It is a race to 4, best of 3 sets, and sending it to the Predator commentary booth. Take it away, guys.
Thank you very much for that, Derek. Good evening and welcome to the Hyatt Regency in St. Louis at the Arch. It's semi-finals time in the Poison Mixed Doubles, and what a match we have for you here on Table 1. Jason Shaw and Cheska Centeno up against Justin Bergman and Xiaofeng Fu. Best of 3 sets, races to 4. It's winner breaks. Your referee for this one is Gintaras Petrovis. He's all the way from Lithuania. I'm Mark White. And in the booth with me for this one is everyone's favourite Californian commentator, Chris Reinhold.
Hey, what's up, Mark? How you doing?
I'm doing great. We just had a great women's match on this table earlier on between Pia Filler and Xia Liu. Pia Filler going through in that one. But now it's all about the doubles. Justin Bergman to break. What a story it would be if Justin Bergman could come away with a trophy. Went to the semi-finals in the banks earlier on this week. He's with Xiaofeng Fu from China. We know she's got a big booming break. Break so important, of course. Justin will have the first one, but they're up against 2 really talented left-handers in Jason Shaw and Cheska Centeno. Here we go, rack number 1.
It's a pretty powerful break from Bergman there. Nothing down, so Centeno and Shaw, the lefties. Lefty-loosies versus the righty-tighties. They're gonna be their first attempt here. If the 1 goes past the 6 pretty cleanly, he might shoot the 1-3. He might also draw off the 1-6 and draw back for the 2-1 in the bottom left. Kind of whatever he feels in the moment. That's the correct shot.
Hey, Justin getting knocked out of the 8-ball this morning by Sky Woodward. So he'll be putting everything into this to come away from this week, which has looked really promising for him at times. Had some great wins. He's always drawn a big crowd here in his hometown, St. Louis, of course.
Yeah, he was born and raised near here. He has a big following in general. A lot of the USA fans just love him. And for good reason, amazing player and even better person. How did that turn out, Mark?
I think he might just be okay. Clip this one in the side.
Not bad, not bad. I think that might be the most thinking that they'll have to do this wreck.
Oh, that's a lovely little friendly bump on the 2 there. That could have gone wrong. Needs some work, though, here to get on the 4, Chris.
Yeah, it's weird that you heard a beep there. You usually don't hear a beep in any of these 2 players matches. The lefties can definitely pick a shot and commit to it and kind of get it on with it.
It must have been the shot clock from the other table next door, surely, Chris. It can't be Jason and Cheska. I don't think they're ever threatened by the shot clock, to be honest.
Yeah, Jason going on the side here, a little bit of low left. We're going to spin the ball in a little bit here, kind of drag it. Very good stroke there from Shaw. She's either going to, I think she might just stop it there.
You haven't commentated on any of their matches at them before, so I haven't seen them play. I wouldn't expect there to be too much talking.
I think he wanted her to go high left on that and go for the side, but this works as well. Just want to keep an angle on this. Don't want to get too straight.
There's a little bit. She's got some Q power, Cheska, so she can just stun this off the side rail, Chris. Looking good here. Oh, she's gone forward 2 rails, even better. Look, and having 2 lefties, it is an advantage, you know, when you've got both-handed players, because you're just playing natural position that you'd normally play for yourself.
Yeah, and they play the same pace as well, so it really helps the team format.
So there's just a little taste of what they can do. We all know what they're capable of singly, but I've never actually had the pleasure of watching them together. But they've gone through this tournament like a knife through butter, to be honest, Chris. I believe they've come through the winner's side, no losses. Four wins so far. And they've only dropped 1 set on their way. That was against Zelensky and Sarsoa yesterday. So 4 wins, 1 set dropped. That's good form.
Yeah, it's not bad there. That's for sure. Fu and Bergman hadn't really even met before this tournament. They don't speak the same language, but they're universal in the fact that when they point their cue at a certain spot, that's where they want their cue ball. You could tell Fu was a little not sure of how Justin really played for a few, maybe a round or so. And then once he proved to her that he was worth trusting, that she went all in, and the roles kind of reversed a little bit once she realized how awesome of a player he was. Pretty fun to see. It's good to see Justin back out of his house and playing in the big stage. It's awesome. Awesome to watch. This might be a short rack 2. If that 2 goes past the 7, it looks like it does not. So they're going to have to find a different route here. Going to go for that 1 ball in the lower right. Hit the point and came back down. Otherwise, generally the 1 ball stays on the other side of the table. I think she might be able to stun up towards the 2, like behind the 2, almost near to the right of the 7. Play the 2 in the lower left. Didn't want to get on the rail and wanted to stun out a little more to the left of that, but if you're going to leave anyone a tough shot, Jason's a good one to leave it to.
Great shot maker. Jason Shaw is what he's become known as over the years. One of the best, along with Filler. And that's why, right in the heart of the pocket, controlled.
It's pretty good there. Just going to just kind of stun this off. A little bit of spin. Perfect. Heart of the pocket again. They got paid every time that the object ball touched a rail before going in, they'd be broke.
Big draw coming up from the flash. Oh, just a little one with some right-hand spin at the angle going the other way, which is great. In good shape here, Chris.
Watch outside pocket. Okay, he's good. Yeah, this one seems like a formality in this rack. I feel like they're off to a good start. Dry break by Bergman, and that was it so far. See if they can fight their way into the set if given an opportunity. You never know in this format, Mark.
Yeah, we've not actually had many sets run completely in the history of the Pro Billiard Series over the last 5 years. It's they've been at a minimum. I know Mika Immonen did it once, Fedor Gorst did it once, and there was another player that did it, I can't remember who, that broke and ran a complete set. But this is the perfect start from Shaw and Centeno. 1,000. Out of 1,000, Chris. It doesn't get any better than that.
Might be able to add another few zeros on there because it doesn't really matter, but yeah, can't get any better than that, that's for sure.
Justin and Xiao Fang came through the winner's side as well. They dropped 2 sets on their way to the semi-finals. Started with a win over Hichikata and Kawahara. And then Maciel and Chen. Fedor Gorst and Bean Hung went by the byway as well, 2-0. And then Carlo Biardo and Rubelin Amit yesterday. What a match that was. Went all the way to a shootout. And that's what's brought them to this semi-final. But at the moment, they're not in it. 2-0 to the lefties. Dry break this time, though.
Bergman will probably start this one off. Longer shot, tester. But once you make this and you get on the 3, the 2 to the 3, 1 to the 2 and the 2 to the 3 are probably the most difficult. 6 to the 7. Definitely a tough out. Let's see how he attacks this one ball here.
Not too much communication between Xiao Feng Fu and Justin, of course. There is a language barrier. But Justin said it doesn't matter. We just play the game. Trust each other.
Yeah, pool is definitely universal. I feel like when 2 people don't understand each other's language, caveman talk works okay. Grunting and ball here, you know? Ball here, bank, you know.
Bit of pointing here and there.
Yeah, you can get by. You can get by.
Not cave painting, but cave pointing.
Speaking of points, are your toes okay?
Not really, no.
I'm sorry.
I just had a mass message from Darren Appleton, actually, saying, can you keep your toes off social media, please?
He just messaged me and told me that.
Oh, did he?
He's a funny guy.
He is a funny guy. Good to know you're watching, Darren.
That's not a funny injury, though. That sucks. I'm sorry.
It was so stupid as well. I just literally got up, rushed to the bathroom during one of the player timeouts, and I kicked accidentally the leg of the desk as I walked past it, and it's actually a nasty break. It's down the centre of the bone. It's not across the bone. It's down the centre of it. So it's kind of broken all of the bone down the middle.
I think it's time to take that desk and sell it on Facebook Marketplace. You don't need it in your life anymore.
I need it. I've got all my commentary set up, mate. I never knew commentary on pool could be so dangerous, but there you go. It is. It can be. Back to the important stuff.
Back to the important stuff. Here we go. All right, Bergman got a little straight on this one. He might just kind of come back to where the cue ball is now, maybe halfway, and just leave her a dice, a little cut. I think he's too straight on this. He could come. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't do anything he doesn't have to do. That's for sure. She's middle high ball. Just worry about putting a good stroke on it. You don't need a ton of energy because of how thin you're hitting the 8-ball. The cue ball will travel. Oh, wow. I would never have rolled that. Not saying it was the wrong shot, but I never thought that she would have rolled that. Wow. All right, well, Justin's pretty straight in on this 9. I wouldn't be surprised if he just stopped the cue ball there. It's tough kind of being elevated over the 10 like this and then having to draw.
Yeah, there's a slight angle anyway. So could just go to the right with the cue ball slightly.
That should be fine for Fu.
As always, crashes in the 10 ball for 2-1. Over on the other semi-final available for you on table 2, guys. Victor Zelensky and the Korean Seo are 1-0 up in that one. Final is tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. local time. It's going to be a belter, whoever wins these semi-finals. 4 great teams remaining. Carlo Biardo and Rubelin went out of this tournament yesterday, but Biardo going very, very well in the World 8 ball. Had an 8-0 win this morning, or last night, I believe it was. 8-0, 8 break and runs. Played the perfect set, Chris. Looks like he's making a statement.
Must be that Filipino blood he has. Now, let's see this break here. She has a pretty powerful break. Let's see if she just keeps that hand down and just hits a square. Not bad. 4 rails, no good. Come on, 6 ball. It looks like it'll be another dry break. So far, this has been the only mistake they've made was breaking dry. And on both sides.
Yeah, this one is on. Can he draw past the 3 ball? Get down, he can.
Oh, how beautiful was that stroke? I'm not sure if the 4 goes cleanly past the 6. It would definitely need to hit it. I think she's going on the other side. Maybe play the 4 in the bottom right. You could also try to run into it. But he might be drawing this all the way back. I'm not sure what. Yeah. I kind of had a feeling he was going to do that. So you don't need to travel much for the 5 ball. Uh-oh. Huh, okay. Not I tried to make something up there, but it just went clean.
You're used to them not hitting any of the jewels of the pocket, Chris. We're used to seeing them going straight in from these 2. The first one that's kind of wobbled a little bit.
Yeah, she didn't call that bank shot, but we'll count it anyway.
You had me confused there for a second. I get what you mean now.
Sorry, my humor most times doesn't even connect, but sometimes it takes a minute.
Oh, but when it does, it's great, Chris.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm glad that, well, at least one person thinks I'm funny.
I mean, when they've been in amongst the balls, just don't even look like missing.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful to watch.
I think when you've got Scotch doubles played like this, you know, hardly any communication whatsoever. And it's been pretty strange. You know, a big reason for that no talking is because they've been in perfect position all the time. There's no need to. They're just absolutely playing in harmony. It's beautiful to watch.
Greatness doesn't need communication. Apparently.
That was very profound from Chris Reinhold there.
That should go on the back of a T-shirt.
Yeah, I was just going to ask how you're enjoying St. Louis. You having fun there?
I was having fun till they shoved me in the back up to my room. They had me down. They had me down in the event center, which was nice. I was in between both the tables, and they said that the microphone was picking up some noise, so I had to move to the room. Which life goes on.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, for the spectator, Chris, and that's what it's all about. It's a much better experience for them if you're in your room because your mic was picking up both tables and it was a little bit echoey, but they've sorted that out. I actually went all the way to China once to commentate on the World Hayball, and they put me in my hotel room to commentate from remotely. So I went all the way to China for nothing.
Yeah, that's all right, though. Fun experiences we could talk about later, right?
That's what life is about. Experiences, seeing different countries, experiencing different cultures, and I actually loved the food out there. They had the most amazing desserts. I think I put on a few pounds there whilst I was there. You very rarely see an overweight Chinese person, do you? I don't know how.
You do, but they're American.
That was Chris Reinhold there, guys. That was nothing to do with me, that comment. You can say it, Chris, because you're an American.
Right. Speaking of experiences, I think we're about to experience a jump shot. The two balls right in front of the pocket. It's an important shot for Fu and Bergman. Oh, look at that.
Well, yesterday, she had 3 attempts at jump shots and every one went off the table.
She was just getting the kinks out. Now she's ready and primed for this set. And it all led to that jump shot, maybe. You never know. Best cue ball in America, Justin Bergman.
So I hear.
Kind of like the groundhog. If you see him enough times in 1 year, you don't see him much, but when you do, it's always high-level pool. Didn't quite get there. left to 3. I think she'll be seeing a lot of the 9 ball next. Or if Jason wants more distance, he'll be putting the 3 down here, and the cue ball at the opposite end of the table. Yeah, thought so. Going for the 5 on the side here. He's thinking if it's thin enough, the cue ball will carry him in the 5. Definitely a containing shot there. Didn't really safety them back, but bought another shot at the table, and that's sometimes all you can ask for. Is it morning for you, Mark, or is it middle of the day?
Yeah, morning, 12 hours difference, so it's almost 7:30 in the morning here.
Well, good morning.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't think they've got the potting angle on this. I think there's some safety being played, holding behind the 5 maybe. Oh, it was on. Didn't think it was on.
I didn't even think she could see that side of it.
No.
He might be twisting this in with a lot of left English. Cut it in with some draw left. The only thing is you got to be careful of the 8 here. Don't want to go too far. You're hitting it with kind of a lot of speed. See how it's going that area. Now she has to do the same thing. She might actually go for the 5 in the corner here and just draw it out of the side. Cleaning the cue ball. This is a touchy spin shot with low speed and a lot of spin, so they're going to make sure everything's clean.
Yeah, I do know they both use clean chalk. Justin doesn't, that's for sure.
Now he's going to come just below his right hand here to that first diamond above the side pocket. You don't want to come off too far. He might have overhit it.
It's okay. Just okay. Just go down quickly.
So beautiful to watch. Just like that. Looking like they're going to take the first one 4-1, Mark.
Yeah, it's kind of been an exhibition of an opening set, hasn't it? Absolutely fabulous to watch, but not if you're a Bergman and Xiao Fang Fu fan. They've had a little bit of difficulty. They're going to have to come back. They're going to have to give a little bit more fight. The Foo Fighters. What about that one then? Back with set number 2. Chris Reinhold and myself, Mark White. Ta-da for now. skies to St. Louis. We are at the beautiful Regency Hyatt, very, very close to the famous Gateway Arch. Just waiting for our other pair to come back. Jason Shaw, Cesca Centeno, already there, eagerly waiting to get on with the second set, having won that first one so emphatically, playing so well. I'm Mark White, and with me in the booth, Chris Reinhold. We've had a lot of action, Chris, since we started last Wednesday. What's been the highlight for you so far?
You know, it's actually been fun watching so many people come in and watch Justin Bergman play. You know, SVB always draws a crowd. Skylar always draws a crowd. You know, Joshua Filler, all the top players, they always draw a crowd. But I haven't heard claps and noise as much as when Justin Bergman makes a stop shot, when he makes a game-winning shot. When it's insane how many people love him here. And it's really cool to see, you know, seeing him come out of basically retirement. We don't see him play much anymore, and, you know, especially with the Mosconi Cup not doing amazing for the U.S. in the last few years, you know, seeing another positive light in the U.S. is something that I think we all need as pool fans in the U.S.
I completely agree with you there, mate. 100%.
6 ball, 4 rails. Mark, they have a shot too, unless this 9 gets in the way. Almost scratching the side there, but was saved by her good follow through, actually. Came back behind the side. This is where I learned something from Jason. You could play the 1 into the right-hand rail right there, and then play the 1 into the 10, and you play the cue ball 2 rails behind the 5, somewhere in there. But I think he's going to keep it even more simple and just go down. Yeah, he was trying to avoid that 9, but either way is okay. Has him elevated over the 10 ball. Not going to like that if you're Bergman. Makes it hard to hit exactly where you're aiming, especially from long distance. I'm thinking left English off the left side of the 1. And you're just going to chip it 1 ball to the 4 ball and cue ball towards the 2-9 area. Gotta be careful it doesn't hit that ball and leak out, which could cue ball.
This is jumpable, very jumpable.
I like the jump here for sure because it brings position, right, Mark?
Yeah, just stop the cue ball and you're on the 2. And players these days are more than capable of controlling the cue ball. When making shots like this, it's just straight enough to hold. Not accurate, though, on the jump, but got away with it. And you kind of get the feeling the rolls are going their way as well, which you often see when players are playing well. The rolls normally go with you. But they're very, very quick to turn on you as well, the pool gods. If you do something silly, they never forgive you. Now, you're just mentioning there about the resurgence of Justin Bergman. But I tell you, you've got some great youngsters coming through as well. Jordan Helfrey has gone through this morning against Mighty Reparo. And so has Sophia Mast. Unfortunately, Savannah Easton didn't get through. But they are in the last 16, those names that I just told you about. They'll be in the draw.
I guess it was legal. I couldn't watch from here, but it looked...
Let's see it again.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely good.
Yeah. What a shot that was.
I'm glad they don't do remote refereeing, because I wouldn't have been able to see that one and live. Might just stick them behind 8 here.
I'm sure you've seen that video, Chris, on Facebook of the tables in China that actually rack themselves. And if they ever get to that stage in tournaments like this, remote refereeing could be a thing.
Yeah, the world's going in a crazy way. But it'll be tough to teach a robot to shoot as straight as Jason Shaw. Oh,
dear.
I just had to say something. That might be the first ball he missed this year. Okay, chance for Fu and Justin Bergman. Oh, didn't. Interesting trying to stun that ball. I figured she would have went high left, 2 rails tighter towards the corner. But Justin's good at these thin cut shots here. His cue ball's coming back and forth. I think he's going for the side here. Let me see if we see a different angle from the crew here. It's pretty thin. Wow. Wow. That's pretty good right there. Can't complain about that one. She's going to come back and forth. Middle high ball. You don't want to add any English on this to complicate the cut. You also want it to hold that line. You should have a good shot on the 5. Heart of the pocket. You can tell she didn't put any side spin on that by how straight the line was. He's going to stay above this 7 ball. I wouldn't have mind even a little below it, but above it is way safer. She likes to stun this ball. I like going 2 rails here, but I think she's going to go 1 rail up for the 8 in the side. Good shot.
I know it's only the first rack, but it's got that really important feel about it, you know, just to get them back in this match.
Yeah, I mean, every rack is so important when you're facing people like Centeno and Shaw. I mean, they could turn a 0-0 game into 3-1 real quick, or 3-0, or 2-0. They can run through a few games pretty fast, and the discouraging part when you're playing Centeno and Shaw and players like that is it's just so effortless. It doesn't even feel like it taxes them any energy.
Yeah, it's just like a stroll in the park and stopping to play a shot every now and then. It just seems so easy for them both. But of course, they're working very, very hard on the inside to make sure they're doing everything right. They both time the ball so lovely, Shaw and Cheska. Just get lots of movement on the cue ball, Chris, with minimum effort. It's beautiful to watch.
The safety efficiency from Bergman and Foe have been very, very nice. 25% better than Shaw's team. 1-0. Let's see if they can hold the lead and take the second set to force a third one.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing 3 sets of this, Chris. It's enthralling stuff. Over on table 2, Fedor Gorst and Bean Hung on the hill, 3-1 in their first set over Victor Zelensky and CSR.
Bergman's actually doing really well with the break in that cue ball to pop back behind the side instead of in the pocket. When he first started the games, he's kind of going in the side a few times. You can tell the fall through is a little better. So the fall through helps kind of with that pop. So when you see pros and they have that pop on the cue ball, it's because they hold that fall through and keep that left hand down or your bridge hand down. Let's see what they do with the 5-10 here, Mark.
You're going to have to start thinking about it pretty soon. Got to do something off the 4 ball.
Yeah, they're going to use the 4 ball to run into the 10, I believe, off the bottom rail.
Don't want to catch it full though, Chris, do you? That's the only thing.
Yeah, it's very difficult to catch it full. You kind of have to roll the dice, and worst comes to worst, you kick it a ball. But I think they have an 80% chance of, if they hit it, to have a shot.
Oh,
I mean that's fine. Right there.
oh, that's okay. Have the combo. They call her Pogie. Her friends.
I'll just call her Cheska. Not bad. Not a bad shot there. They're gonna try to get exactly where the cue ball is now. Maybe a little more to our right, as we see. But that'd be perfect to get to the middle of the table again. Too much angle, and then he has to kind of create something. You don't want to bring that 9 into play. Another shot he's really good at is to go kind of stun punch with left. You can go 1, 2, 3 rails.
He played an unbelievable shot yesterday to get on the 6 ball. I forget who they were playing now, but what a shot he played. The shot of the championships for sure. And for sure.
You just saw a rare beep of the buzzer from them. They used their extension. If they had rollover extensions, like rollover minutes, where if you don't use them, you get more of them, they'd probably have 100 by now.
Trying to come past the 9, is it? Oh, he's done that shot you were suggesting. What a shot, Jason Short. One to be proud of.
It's a nice call, Chris. Thanks, Mark.
That was a great call. Exactly what you said.
Better shot, though. Yeah, not bad here. I mean, when they're running out, I never feel like it's not going to happen. They're so smooth. Oh, of course. Commentator's curse, Mark.
Well, you take full marks for the position from the 6 to the 7, but you've gone right back down to 0 on your commentator's overall performance there.
Could you imagine if I was there in between the tables again? She would have missed that ball by even more. Hearing me. I like Bergman's chances from here, Mark.
What a let-off that was. I think it was the first time he saw just maybe a little bit of a snatch in the stroke from Cheska. It's going to cost them big difference, 1-1 or 2-0 in a race to 4. And they've got the break back as well.
Yeah, it is a big difference.
A 3-2 now. Zelensky and Sir have pulled a rack back in the semi-final over on table 2. The final of this event, 7 p.m. tomorrow evening, guys, local time in St. Louis. Nice little fact about St. Louis. It has more free tourist attractions than any other city in the country. And you pay absolutely nothing to visit the Art Museum, History Museum, Science Centre, and there's even a zoo. And this is Foo. Breaking rack number 3, looking to get on the hill in this semi-final.
Watch your bridge hand stay down.
Oh,
See how it came up a little bit?
yeah, that was wild, wasn't it? That was really wild.
So her aim was actually probably good, but that small movement in her left hand kind of made the cue ball go a little crazy, and that's why. Because, I mean, watch the left hand here. See that? It moved a whole square foot.
They're going to start having to issue crash helmets, I think, to audiences for foos matches. That's the 4th time I've seen her knock a ball off the table.
That's probably the reason is the bridge hand. But, yeah, I mean, if you're entering the splash zone, you do it at your own risk. Short side on the 4, they just don't care, do they? I'm jealous.
Have you ever watched a player and thought, I'm just going to give this game up, I'm never going to be that good, Chris? Or are you still, oh, Jason, it's a second miss. This one not going to be so expensive, I don't think. A little bit, maybe a little bit snatchy on this one as well. No, not really.
Not a lot of follow through on that one. A little bit of a jab, but
yeah,
you know, I mean, it's it just didn't cut as much as he thought it would. What was your question?
Have you ever watched a player who's just so good and you've thought to yourself, I'm just going to give this game up?
Oh no. It's definitely an aspiring thing when you see someone that good. You know, when you see anyone that reaches the pinnacle of, you know, their craft, it's more inspirational than it is
Non-inspirational.
Yeah, exactly. You don't. It just, I don't know. I feel like they obviously put in more work and more time than you, and that's kind of why it's like that. You know.
That was the right answer, by the way, Chris, that you gave.
So 3 misses in a row from them. They've each had 3 misses now. First set, they didn't miss one ball, I don't think. I think they're going to play the carom on the 6. They're going to hit the 4 with low left-hand spin. They're going to use the 6 to go in the pocket. So it's really is controlling exactly where you want the 4 to go. Kind of hard to control. Came out smelling like a rose. Yeah, Bergman's getting his stroke. Pre-shots in. He's really good at these little stun shots where he doesn't have a lot of angle, but he still gets over to the. Oh, I need to stop. I need to stop telling everyone how good they are at certain things, and they just miss. It's my fault.
I think you need to get back down to the arena, Chris. You're more dangerous in your hotel room.
Are you 10 toes down with that one? Eight toes? I don't see them missing here.
Man, looking at the 9 in the side.
You're going to have to get a good angle on it. These type side pockets are treacherous, Mark.
Draw straight back. No follow through. They are going to play it in the side. It doesn't look as bad on the overhead as it did from the other camera angle.
I think some high right will do the trick here. 10 ball on the lower right. To get within 1, Mark.
Yeah, huge rack this one. Cheska slams the 10 into the pocket. they're playing for quite a substantial money increase here as well. They're already guaranteed 10. They're playing with for the guarantee of 20, but the chance, of course, at the 40 for the first prize. What's your move next, Chris? Where are you off to next? What's your next tournament? When's your next coaching session booked in? What are you up to, mate?
I'm going to the Buffalo's Pro Classic, the 9-ball tournament in end of May. I might be going to the Markham Memorial held at Oscar Dominguez's place at the end of this month. I'm not sure yet, but there's a good chance I'm going. And then after that, I'm just kind of traveling around a little bit, doing lessons and practicing. And then the U.S. Open, I believe, the Don Weir Memorial. And yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm just enjoying my days and practicing and doing lessons. It's pretty awesome.
Good to hear.
When's your next event that you're heading to?
Well, I'm staying in my room to do it, but it will be the Euro Tour. There's a Euro Tour coming up a few days after this one finishes. I will get it up very, very soon. Just to let you know, there's lots of big Predator events going on, but Predator do, of course, sponsor the Euro Tour now, and it's Luxembourg, which is the next one. So I'm looking forward to that one. That's from the 7th to the 10th of May.
Came back out with the 1 ball. Instead of just floating it in there, he used draw. He brought the 1 ball back up towards... Made it a little bit easier to hit, but at the expense of making sure he got behind the 8 and the 2. So she's gonna have to go left English and slower speed, so make sure it actually turned. Then I sense that they'll either be behind the 4 ball here, which I would prefer, or maybe even behind the 9-7 with the cue ball, and hit the 1 ball to the 3. I think that's what they're looking at. They're going cue ball behind the 3. Interesting. I just think that's a little dangerous because the 1 might hit the 5 and stay there is the problem. Very good shot. This might be a 2-rail kick from them. 1 rail's a little easier, but 2 rails might be a little easier to gauge off this. And he's going 1 rail at the 1. He's going to hit it with some speed. He's trying to shorten this up and maybe bring it back for the 2 if he makes it. Yeah, about as close as you can get without making it. I would assume Bergman's going for this. Top left corner with the 1. It's a thin cut, but it brings position on the 2-8 carom, I believe is what he was looking at. The 2 might slide past the 5, but I'm really honestly not sure from this angle. Might even go off the 5. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I think she'll be shooting the carom. Remember, everybody, it's a tight side pocket. So the side pockets are also, Mark, are they 4 1/8 inch? Same as the corner pockets, right?
I think they're 4.5, the side pockets, to be honest.
Okay. Low speed, and we're going to let the spin kind of do the work. Oh, she decided to play safe.
Almost caught the 5 there. That would have been disastrous.
Yeah, it's tough, though, because when you finally get an opening, it's tough to want to play another safe because you already won that safety battle. So trying to win another one against 2 other elite level players is tough. So you generally don't want to go for it until you're ready. And then once you're ready, then you just go for it. But now they have to win another safety battle with Cheska and Jason, which is tough.
Needs a bit of luck here. Got it.
Okay, I like
Jason, one of the better kickers in the world. Certainly top 5, I would say. Very, very good safety game. Very, very knowledgeable. And I think that's one area, Chris, where he's actually helping Cheska.
Yeah, it was the same thing when, not the same, but close. Was SVB was telling Savannah Easton kind of what to do on the kicking. It helped her a lot as well. Don't go in.
Oh dear. It did. Jump cue. Racing for the jump cue, I think. She's going airborne again. Watch out, front row.
Don't put it right where you're going to step.
Yeah.
Come on, Justin. Go grab her cue for her. Be a good partner. Come on.
I'm surprised he's sitting down, to be honest. You know, shot clock management as well. The partner should be helping with that.
He's been out of the game for a while. We'll let him slide.
Perhaps he wants to be as far away as possible. Oh, fabulous jump. I'll tell you what. Her jumping today is, well, it's just chalk and cheese. From yesterday, she couldn't make one. She couldn't even hit the ball. And today, she's showing her prowess with that short cue. What a fabulous shot. Landed right on the back of it, held a cue ball. Perfect on the 4 for Justin Bergman. Had a chance to get on the hill here.
Interesting, leaving her along like this. I like it, especially with the shot clock coming down, but this is no easy shot. That is for sure. If he would have tried to draw for the shape on the right side of the 6, it brings in the 9 ball to possibly get hooked with the cue ball. So I think he shot the right shot. He's got to stay down and get through this ball. That is a heck of a shot right there. Look at that, Mark. The whole city of St. Louis is in attendance for Justin Bergman's match.
It's certainly great to see the arena full, and it is every time he plays. They love him. I believe he's got his family there as well. I think they're in the front row. Maybe you know better, Chris. Do you know his family?
Yeah, his sister and his... Where's his dad?
Brother? I think it's his brother that's there, I heard, as well.
Yeah, maybe so. The whole family is super awesome, and they're very supportive of Justin. They want him to go out and play more, just like all of us do. It's hard to get pool players up at 9 a.m. to just even play their match, let alone everyone that came and watched him play his match at 9 a.m. It's pretty cool to see a fan base come out and support.
Yeah, get ready for the roar as the iceberg sinks this 10 ball. They're beginning to enjoy themselves out there. Now let's just go through the calendar for this year. I'd mentioned the Predator Luxembourg Open, the Euro Tour from the 7th to the 10th of May. After that, June 16th to the 23rd. It's all eyes on Austria. Some great events coming up there. And Rome, we go to Italy for the first time ever. 31st of July to the 6th of August for 7 days. Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam is the venue from the 19th to the 26th of September. And then we go to Indonesia just a couple of days later on the 28th of September. And then San Antonio in Texas from the 22nd to the 29th. I'm sure Chris Reinhold will be at that one. And then
Which one?
the San Antonio, 22nd to the 29th of October. Will you be there?
Oh yeah, I will most likely be there.
And then ending the year in Jacksonville, the home of Predator, 14th of December to the 20th. So plenty of events to come from Predator this year in 2026. Paul is in a great place.
It is for sure. Yeah, nothing down, so Jason will probably have to kick at this. There's nowhere to push because the one ball's so close to the pocket. Literally almost in the pocket. I think you have to hit this here. Well, obviously you have to hit it if you're going to kick at it, but you have to hit it with some speed. And you can't really be worried about position here, more so just seeing the 2 ball. I think you'll do that if you hit it with a little bit of speed, maybe a 5 out of 10 on speed.
He's looking at going a few rails off of this. He's called it too thick, but it's okay. He's still on the 2 ball. He was looking at coming round a few rails there.
Jessica likes to stun this back and forth. It's kind of crazy. Didn't do it there. Left-hander, kind of hard to reach this shot.
Already discussing the positional side. 3 ball as far as Jason's concerned. He's down. Loads of right-hand spin. Checking the cue ball. This is a tough shot, Chris.
Yeah, and this is just a stop shot here, but if she can't see all of the ball, she can also roll. Miscue. Miscue. Still got safe. If they could reverse.
You're supposed to chalk your cue before you miscue, Jessica. That's what I was always taught.
And after, Mark.
And after.
Don't forget the after.
There's the nice halo lights, I think they're called, the new light from Predator, the shape of the letter H. Well, this is a jumping frenzy from Fu. I'll tell you what, I take back everything I said yesterday about her. Her jumping today has just been out of this world.
I think you might have to slow roll this in. Oh, he's elevating and then stunning or drawing this. Yeah, I'm not sure. Now they're back at it. Looking to recreate the first set, but opposite. Where they, after, geez, Mark, after 10 games, it's all tied up. They get out here. I just had to say something. Side pockets are tight.
They are, yeah. I mean, I never have been a believer in the commentator's curse. But Chris Reinhold could just change my mind on that.
I think you're right, though. It's only happened 4 times in 4 racks.
Oof.
Don't want to be frozen on this rail, especially shooting in the side pocket. It is not accepting of a lot of these. This will be okay.
Yeah, the hard bit was getting the cue ball to travel back up.
So I like playing this in the side pocket, the right-hand side pocket, and you leave the cue ball somewhere near that top left pocket, and you could play a two-way. If you miss the 8, the 8 ball usually goes down to, yeah, that's what he's doing, somewhere in there. See the cue ball he wants the cue ball round in a straight line between the 10, 9, and then where the cue ball will be on the rail. Jason.
What about behind it? What about playing behind it and kicking it?
That's fine too. But I like how he's trying to reach and be like, here, just do this, but he's a foot taller than her. Yeah, you don't want to touch the 10. Don't touch the 10. Left him long. They'll be happy to get back to the table, though, after Justin missing.
It was the previous shot that Cheska played, actually, to get position on the 7, overran it, left Jason on the rail, which made the shot more difficult. Now this is on.
Did she overcut that, Mark?
I think she undercut it.
Oh, okay. Not even a practice stroke. Wow. Let's try it again. He never misses this ball. I didn't jinx him that time, Mark.
I don't know whether you saw the 9 ball that he missed in the Philippines Open. Straight in 9 ball down the rail. It was kind of unmissable. I was sat right behind it against Arseny Sebastianov it was, who went on to the final. It was a semi-final deciding rack it was as well. Sebastianov going on to the final, losing to David Al-Qaedi. That was where Al-Qaedi earned his spot for the Moscone Cup last year by winning that tournament. And we're all hoping, even the Europeans are hoping, we want to see Bergman in Florida in December. Need to start making the Moscone more interesting again, Chris, without sounding too harsh. It's been a little bit too easy for the Europeans over the last few years, hasn't it?
Yeah, we made it pretty easy on them, I'd say. Missing a lot of 9 balls and 7 balls and 8 balls. You know.
Something in the audience saying, nice break. You're not wrong. Look at that. Stop the cue ball dead in the centre.
There'll be a jump cue that will get out right now. He's gonna kick this. That's kind of refreshing to see. Everyone seems to jump everything.
He's old school.
He kicks very well. So he's gonna go 2 rails with left English. He's gonna want to hit the outer edge of the 2. So if he misses, it's gonna be thin. Yeah, didn't dig in enough on that one. Might call the 10 ball here. It's going right in that direction.
There's a little bit sticking out, isn't there, of the 2 ball. That'll do. Containing, but they might be in a bit of trouble after this one, Chris. Send the 2 ball up table into the kitchen. Cue ball behind the 4, 9, 4, 8, 5 rather. Oh, going for it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd go for this, but I mean, whatever you're more comfortable with, I guess. I'd probably go 2-ball, hit the right side of it with low right, and try to come behind the 10. And then the 2-ball will go 1, 2, 3 rails back to the middle. But the cut shot is on. See how she hits it. Oh.
I'll tell you something I'm noticing about Zhao Feng Fu. She's showing a lot more emotion when she plays a good shot. It's almost like she had a fist pump there when that went in.
She definitely did, yeah. That's awesome to see, though. We need a little more of that in pool, in my opinion.
Totally agree with you.
You know, you see Federer make a crazy jump shot with draw, and then, you know, it looks like he, you know, just watched the most boring thing ever. it's kind of crazy. He can make the most amazing shots, and then it's just, well, that's what I do. I like showing a little emotion. It means you care a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I like good emotion, you know. I don't really like to see players beating themselves up when they miss a shot. But you know, on the other side of it, like that shot that Fang just played, it's a great shot. It was in from the time she hit it. And to see that little fist pump was kind of nice.
Yeah, and then that one, maybe she was a little too pumped up on that one. So it's give and take for sure. But overall, you know, you got to enjoy it a little bit while you're out there. What's all the hard work for if you don't enjoy it, you know? He's going to try to go rail first. If he hits it too thick, it'll come back out just like that. Careful to scratch. I think this is destined to go to a shootout, Mark.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. Big stack coming up next. You kind of think of this one now to level things up. Hello, wave back to you as well. She's been there for a few matches, that young lady. Probably just saw herself on the big screen. I'm on TV. I used to do that, Chris, when I used to go to pool tournaments. Used to figure out where the best place to sit would be to get on TV. I've always been a fame-hungry person, you know. It never worked out, though. Well, a little bit short. Okay. Draw off this back rail. Low right. Oh, that. I know they're tight, Chris, but that wasn't really close, was it? And look how quick they're out their seats. Jessica's round and almost played it within 10 seconds of the miss. The confidence to play that shot. Okay, it's gone wrong. It's gone very wrong. I think we're definitely destined for a third and deciding set. Going with a jump cue here, Jason. Do they have an extension? No is the answer. Oh, that will do very nicely. Thank you very much.
Yeah, can't complain about that one.
Two rails, Chris, kicking at this 9-ball.
Yeah, let's take a look here. You might be able to see the left edge of it. It's going 2 rails. Calling in the side, I hope. Not bad, but I like the lefty's chances here. Never a doubt.
Well, Hill. Looked like it was all over on a few occasions, Chris, but somehow they've managed to claw it back. And a chance breaking on the hill to win it and book their place in the final. Fedor Gorst and Bean Hung are going well. They're a set up and 2-1 up in the second set against Sosa and Viktor Zelensky. That final, remember, guys, of this doubles tomorrow, 7 p.m. local time. I believe, is that standard time, Chris?
Yeah, I think so.
Now then, the draw is out for the last 16 of the women. Brittany Bryant will play Jordan Helfrey. Cheska Centino will play Chihiro Kawahara from Japan. Sursoa will play Bean Hung. Jasmine Ocean is up against Rublin Amit. Christina Tkach against Kelly Fisher. That's a tasty one. Zhao Fang Fu against Sophia Mast. Chao Che Yu up against Christina Zateva. And Zhang Muan against Pia Filler. Jason breaking off, hoping to make a ball. I don't think there's anything down. Look at the state of the balls, though, Chris.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Everyone's looking and when things are anxious, they're all anxious. Interesting. I think he's going behind the 5 here. Maybe even behind the 3. Depends on what part of the 1 he hits. But I think he's gonna get a good shot. He's gonna be safe. Oh yeah, look at that.
I think it's well worth a mention that Predator, not only doing free streams on Billiard TV across 4 tables for the entire event, but also free entry to all of the tournaments on site as well. So if you're in the area where a Predator tournament is, you're more than welcome to pop along, and it won't cost you a penny to come and watch, which I think is another huge thing to promote, Paul. So well done for that.
It didn't quite get the breakout, but it does go in the top right corner if he so chooses. Not a big fan of where the cue ball ended, though. Going off the 9 with the cue ball is never an easy thing to do. I don't know if he was calling the pocket or hitting the fly. Oh, that was pretty sweet. Tied up to 9-10, though. Think you might want to hit the 3 into the 4-6 here. and just play the cue ball behind the 7. That's something that's just a little touchy. Maybe not the best. Yeah. That's probably the more safe way. Don't scratch, though. Don't listen to me. Listen to Fu.
Fu knows what to do. Oh, what a shot he's played there. Altered the angle of the cue ball, Chris, there.
Interesting. This is one of those shots where it's just preference. What can you do and not hit the tempo with your cue? What kind of cue ball can you hit here? And they're not trying to force anything. He might be trying to elevate and... Oh, wow. Is he just going to roll this in? I wasn't a fan of going for that. I don't really know. Maybe go hit the 3 ball, 2 rails, going past the 5, and just leaving the cue ball down there might have been okay. But he got away with one there. They're discussing something.
Yeah, want the 3 to go past the 5 and draw back behind the 7 is the target here. Didn't get the draw. Now is there a 3-ball combo on here? Could play the Karen combo if it wants to go really aggressive. It is to win the set. Didn't call anything, went all out safety.
Yeah, good shot there. Good cue ball. I don't know if you could see any part of this 3, but if you can, I like just hitting it soft and just putting that cue ball behind the 6-4. A little touchy, though.
Yeah, I could see half a ball.
Kick was legal, not bad. I wouldn't mind seeing them try to bank at this 9 here. It's a pretty big pocket. You could also go 2 rails off the right side of the 3 and go behind the 4-6. That's an option as well. The 10-9 will be pretty open to develop whenever you'd like. Just depending on how much you want to go into it. They are kind of fighting for their tournament life, so rather play it a little on the safer side. Very well executed there, Mark.
Played to perfection, wasn't it? Exactly what Justin pointed at. Cheska wanting to jump this. She's already got a jump cue in her hand. Oh, it's Jason's shot, I beg your pardon.
He did hit it.
Oh, what a shot. Almost opened the 4 as well. Not sure he was going for that thinner contact, but I think he was probably trying to make it. But that will do very, very nicely. Would have been nice to have just flicked that 6 as well, though, Chris.
Maybe they should rearrange the last names on the bottom. Anyway, back to the game.
You'll have to give me more info on that last statement of yours, Chris. I didn't get that one, I'm afraid.
Don't worry about it, Mark.
I won't sleep tonight now.
It's
Not
okay.
knowing what you meant.
You have at least 14 hours before it's dark time where you're at.
Yeah.
Did I say dark time?
You did say
Nighttime.
dark.
Nighttime.
Is it light time where you are, yeah?
Yeah. I wish it's dark time right now. I've been commentating since light time. I don't think the 4 can... All right, hear me out. He might try the 4-10-9 combo. I don't think he's actually going to do it, but it's a possibility. They called it.
He's called something.
Okay, maybe my guess doesn't sound so bad after all. It didn't lengthen out at all. Wow. And he called it just in case. Calling the jump bank, Mark. Let's see if she can do it.
She's 100% so far today with the jump cue. Needs a bit of luck. I think they've got it.
So it's tough to go rail first when you're so close to that side of the rail. Like if she had more angle, like more towards the middle diamond on the back rail, it'd be easier to go rail first. But since she's a little closer to the rail, it's not going to lengthen out as much. So wherever his pointing is, it's going to be a little longer actually. And the side pocket barely might be in the way. Yeah, she would have had to go a little higher on the rail. It's like I was talking about. Chance Hill, Mark, to go to a third set. If they get to this third set, this place will be celebrating like no one's business.
Yeah, a bit of work to do. Certainly on the 9 ball, Chris. It's been the problem, the whole rack, really.
Uh-oh, don't hit the 10.
How's the pace? Oh, I wouldn't have minded of hitting the 10 full. Would have opened up the 9.
I think they can develop it with the 8, though. I wouldn't risk anything right now with the ball pocketing. Just get to the next shot. Get through the ball to the next shot. Hopefully she calls an extension. Hopefully they have an extension. Oh, no. Wow. She made it worse.
It's gone worse, but there is a good angle on this 7 ball. Low left on the cue ball.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out, Mark. Stun left with the 7. They might run into the 10 here, and if they don't, they're going to go short, which means they're going to hit that middle diamond on the lower right-hand rail, and then they're still going to get a shot on the 8. I like this. Oh, he didn't even attempt it. Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh, dear.
I think she could see it, Mark. This is a $20,000 shot, Mark.
Well, she might have it only to the top left. Well, no, she's called the side. So she does have the full ball. It's a nasty shot.
What a shot. Looks like we're seeing a third set. If they can get these last two balls in the bottom right pocket. What a clutch shot from Fu. Oh my goodness, Mark.
Well, she celebrated on it, didn't she? It was another mini fist pump from the lady from China. She's developing quite the personality during this match, isn't she? Great to see.
Winning does that to you, I guess.
We are one set all. They've nipped out for a break. Chris Reinhold and myself, I think we need a break as well. I'm sure you guys at home do also. Hello, we'll be back soon. Don't worry. Yep, thumbs up. Mark White and Chris Reinhold with the action. The final deciding set coming right up, guys. back to this incredible atmosphere at the Hyatt Regency at the Arch in St. Louis. Match finally balanced, this semi-final of the Poison by Predator mixed pairs championship. And what a match this has been so far. The crowd are loving it. We're loving it. The players are loving it as well. Lots of emotion being showed from Miss Fu. Chris Reinhold and myself, Mark White, are with you to enjoy the action. Let's go. Third and deciding set. Just remember, guys, if it does go 3-3, there will be a shootout. And as Chris mentioned, we might just be headed that way, Chris. Oh, how's that 6 not gone?
I mean, if I could pick two people to not be in a shootout against, it would be Centeno and Jason Shaw. They shoot so straight, it's insane. She kept her bridge hand down a little more on that one. Better mechanics overall, but left a shot for Jason here. Let's see if she can get Centeno on the 2.
It's going to slide past. Oh, 4 ball.
Yeah, I like going behind the 10 here or the 3. 10's a little safer just in case. Yeah, the important part there was the 2 ball, actually, believe it or not. Unless you glue them on the 10, you're not really going to give that up anyway. So Berkman here with a shot. He doesn't want to hit the point. That's what he's looking at. He just want to hit the right point and have it come back in the middle of the table, or worse, first shot.
It's kind of unmissable, isn't it? This 6 ball.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even see the 6 there. Blended right in, Mark.
Yeah, I have that problem sometimes.
Uh-oh.
I think it's okay.
I don't think she can make it. She can come off the left side of it, maybe. Do you think she can make this?
Well, I thought she could. It looked like it may be on the overhead.
Not a lot to do with it anyway. 310 isn't exactly a combo I would be excited to shoot. Oh, you got to hit it a little more than that. But that's okay. Side pocket. Oh, he's going to try to stick that cue ball on the 5. Tough to do when elevated like this. Oh, look at how smooth was that.
Yeah, I was watching one thing there, head movement, and there was 0. So important on that shot to keep the head still. Any little bit of movement, you can get a little bit of unwanted spin on the cue ball and lose the direction, but that was really well controlled from Jason Shaw.
Yeah. Yeah, not bad. I mean, he did leave a shot, but yeah, it was kind of bad. My bad, Mark.
I was going to say, what screen are you watching, Chris?
what part of? I was trying to find the golden light. Oh, well, that's what it was. Okay, now I just had to see it. See, it's not too bad because I didn't get shape on the 3. That's what I was going to say, but I had to wait until.
Thought you changed channels in your hotel room for a second there and watching a different program.
Yeah, I'm watching Cops.
You bad boy. What are you going to do?
I think she might do the jump here. The jump bank. Jumping over 2, the 7, and the 9. So 2 balls she's jumping over.
This is where she jumped off the table yesterday, playing similar jump shots to that, where...
Well, hopefully it goes in. Everyone cheering doesn't realize that she doesn't call it, so they don't get to keep shooting. Take that. You think they're going to cheer that loud if they play a good safe?
Absolutely not.
Behind the 10 is good. Behind the 10, I'll be your friend. Come on, go, go.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
I mean, I don't even know what to do here.
I think Jason's just saying, don't shout out on my shot or something like that.
You know, this kick here has a tendency to go long. So if he hits it with speed, which I think he will, and he avoids the 10, he might go 3 rails and hit the 4, maybe in the side too. But you got to hit this with speed. There you go. See if it still goes. I think it does. This is kind of a layup for Jason. 2 rails, back and forth. Sometimes he'll float this in because he's cued so straight, but I think he's going to go back and forth on this one.
Long way off.
I think the cue ball was too clean, maybe.
Yeah, they are having it cleaned a lot after Zhao Fang and Bergman have played. Neither of them are using the clean chalk. You know which one I mean.
The dirty chalk. This is probably the longest game that we've had.
You got to mention as well, of course, the Predator Pure Chalk is the one that doesn't mark the cloth or the balls.
He went long on this one. He's going to have a young... He's going to have kind of a slice on the side. You kind of have to hit this one thin or else you're going to scratch. Or use a little bit of draw. But at this thin of a shot, it's tough to use a bunch of spin on this. So watch out, 9-ball. Okay, we're good here. It's kind of preference here whether you want to stun around or go up. I don't mind the stun, but I also don't mind just using a little bit of high left and going 1, 2 to the left-hand side rail for the 9 in the right-hand side pocket. Just like that.
Well, the tension is massive, and it's only the first rack in the deciding set.
Heart of the pocket. Layup for Justin. 1-0.
Latest score for you from the other semi-final. Sarah and Victor Zelensky are a set down, but it's 3-3 in the second set there against Fedor Gorst and Bean Hung. Still could be a decider in that one as well. Both these teams have come through the winning side. Ichikata and Kawahara were the first victims of Fu and Bergman. Daniel Maciel and Amber Chen went the same way, losing 2-1. And then Hung and Gorse, the big win there for Bergman and Fu. 2-0 winners in that one. And then, of course, the one yesterday in the shootout against Biardo and Rublin Armit. That was their route to this semi-final. Bergman breaking trying to double their lead.
Lots of issues on this rack.
Interesting push, Chris.
The thing with push-outs is a lot of it is kind of just preference. You know, like you're gonna have to go for the one here. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, perfect. Uh-oh, she hit it perfect. Hate when that happens. Leaked out. If it hit any one of those balls over there in the cluster, it would have been a good save. Pool is tough. I'll tell you that right now. Pool is tough. He's going to drag stop this, I think, behind the two.
Oh, this is dangerous. Yeah, I don't like that shot. Oof.
This is what I call hit it in plain sight, Mark.
That was a super tough shot, what he attempted there.
What if he's just waiting for them to fall into his trap now?
I used to have a friend that said that all the time to me when we were playing pool. You fell right into my trap, and I used to say, yes, I did. It's big enough, isn't it? I try closing it occasionally.
Are you still friends with them, or not really?
It's my best mate.
I'll stop saying it then. Thin kick. Oh, look at this trap.
The advantage, Fu and Bergman in the safety exchanges now.
You don't really want to hit this with a lot of speed. Just want to make sure you hit a rail, because nothing's really going to happen that's monumental just in these little few exchanges. I like just drawing it back into the three.
I think that's what Fu's looking at, to be honest.
I think if you hit the one into the nine on the right side of the one, on their right side of the one, then the one's just going to stay there. So I think he's just trying to get the hook on the 1-8. He might even be trying to hit this hard enough to keep the 8 ball just frozen on it. I think that's doing too much. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, Mark.
Yeah, well worked out. It's kind of his thing, isn't it? That kind of shot. Just putting a little bit of extra thought into it, making it that little bit more difficult.
Let's see if he hits the one. Nope. Ball in hand. For Fu. She's looking at the 110 combo, but I'm not sure there's a point of that. She might just lock them behind the 8 one more time. I like doing that. If they can get them on 2 fouls or something like that, that's way better than making the 10 and not having a shot. because it gets spotted up right after. Oh, it didn't freeze them.
No, and that's a mistake there. One rail kick is on now. Should have been glued to the 8-ball, but it isn't.
And you never know what can happen. Oh, okay. They got away with it.
Playing the draw shot for the 2 in the side. Got hold of that one.
Well, he drew that one, didn't he?
Wish I could draw like that, Chris. What's the secret of... I mean, I know it's easier to draw on these new cloths, Chris, than it is, you know, the tables that we're used to playing on, just in your pool room. But what's the secret to playing a good draw shot?
The main thing is tip position and follow through. If you get both of those going, you're doing something right. So a lot of people tend to move their tip position at the last second. So they aim low and they hit slightly higher and they don't get enough spin on the ball. Or the follow throughs doesn't stay the same, or your hand moves. Yeah, just follow through and tip position low enough on the ball. I think she's good here. We're going to go 2 rails for the 5 in the top left. The 6 passes the 10, I believe, which is their next positional shot after this 4. The problem here is if you really get into it, you might scratch in the top right corner, so you have to play it with a good pace. Wait for it. You gotta be careful. I think they'll be all right.
The other semi-final has gone to a deciding set as well. Zelensky and Soa winning that heel-heel battle in the second set. So both semi-finals finally poised. 1 set each. We're still no nearer to knowing who's going to be in tomorrow's final at 7 p.m. on Pro Billiard TV, guys.
What a cue ball Justin Bergman just played. Perfectly straight on the 6. And she's just going to draw straight back for the 7. I wouldn't go too far with it. I might just... maybe towards the side. Uh-oh. She hit that ball going in. That could have been bad. And now Bergman's a little straight on this, so he's going to have to do something with the cue ball. He could stun out to the middle of the table, but jacking up over the 9-10 is not ideal. He could use... I think he's drawing this. He showed us what he could do with the draw last shot. Oh. Or just do that, Mark.
Yeah, cue ball, similar position for the 9 would be okay. I think she's straight enough to just draw straight back, is she, Chris?
Yeah, there's one of those touchy shots, though. I know it looks easy, but under pressure especially, you can easy to over or under draw. Not for her. I want to see another fist pump by Fu. That's what I want to see.
I want to see a high pump. They've been high-fiving a lot. They're really pumped up for this, though, you can tell.
Let's check out the stats here a little bit, Mark. What pops out to you here?
Player overall performance is, well, pretty even, but just slightly better for Bergman. Break success is pretty bad for Bergman and Fu. Yeah, nothing really is there, to be honest. It shows just how close it is. Just a reminder, guys, we start tomorrow at 9 a.m. with the women's matches in the last 16. Some real tasty matchups there. ProBilliardSeries.com. If you go there, you can see all the schedules, all the different tournaments, all the prize money, all that kind of good stuff. And the upcoming events from Predator. Here we go then. Oh, that's a good break this time. Any reward, Chris? No.
I think the 5 came down and blocked the 1 ball, though. So either they masse around it a little bit, or they can see the whole thing. Yeah, they have to push, so they obviously can't see it.
Trying to block the 3 here.
1 ball towards the 8, 2 rails, down to the bottom left diamond. Bottom rail, first diamond on the left. Cue ball behind the 1. I actually like this shot. And I know Bergman's cue ball is very good.
Cue ball behind the 1. You're going to have to explain that to me a little bit more, Chris.
Cue ball behind the 6. Well, you never seen that before?
That's a friendly safe, that is.
Cue ball behind the cue ball. Have you ever heard of that one?
No.
Me either.
Only in 3 cushion.
Oh, that's right. Everything's going right. Everything's going right for Bergman and Fu this set. Crazy, too, because the lefties kind of ran through them really easy in that first set. Didn't miss a ball. But it was done in about 20 minutes. And every game after that has been about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think the big difference is they're losing the safety battles now, though, aren't they? Shaw and Centeno. Good job, Jason. Pushed that 3 ball safe earlier on.
That was a great shot by Fu. You can tell she's getting more and more comfortable. Bergman looks really good over the ball right now. You know, I was telling him, I was like, man, you look so good. You've been playing a lot, obviously. And then he says, oh, I haven't hit a ball in a month.
Wow.
I just like, all right, then.
This must be on. What's he like as a person? I've never met him, Justin.
No, he's a good dude. He stays to himself a lot, though. He's kind of like me, more so on, you know, just sticks to himself, hangs out with people he knows he likes, and he's just a cool dude. I'm not sure if I'm a cool dude, but he's pretty cool.
I was going to say, don't big yourself up too much, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see here. Do we have a... I just like thinning the 3 ball and then putting the cue ball somewhere towards the 9. Like just barely touch the 3 ball with a little bit of high left and just go up into that 5 area.
He was looking at playing it by the 4, Chris. Hardly putting any pace into it.
Yeah, I don't know. I like putting a little more pace on it like that. That was good.
Yeah. keeping the pressure on Centeno and Shaw.
I mean, you make them kick a few times, you make them play safe, maneuver. It's like that one pocket mindset, and then once they get a regular shot, their back arm's a little cold. I'm not saying it means much with players of their caliber, but you know, one miss in a race to 4 is huge at this level.
Jason looking for one of his speciality kicks here to kick this in. Probably didn't play that on that occasion, was just calling the corner as a precautionary measure. Going all in for this.
Oh, don't get on that rail. Think they'll be okay. It's pretty thin. You might be able to cut it in the side and go and skip the 10-8. I don't think so. I think you should go to the corner and just stun over for the top left. 5-ball on the top left.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Remember, always aim a little thicker on this ball than you normally think. Perfect.
Their confidence is certainly up at the moment. And this young lady's confidence is really sky high. She's actually really enjoying it out there. You can see it in her body language.
She was the world champion and then retired for a while, wasn't she?
Yeah, she had about 10 years out of the game. She won the World 9-ball and the World Hay ball as well, I think in 2012 and 2017, respectively. But don't forget, we got a double world champion as well in Jessica Centeno. Twice 10-ball world champion 2 years apart in 23 and 25. Also a junior 9-ball world champion.
Yeah, but when you have kind of a while in between wins, like you're saying 2017 and 2013 or whatever, it probably means a lot more to her, right? Just thinking logically.
Yeah. No, yes, I thought that was wide. Beg your pardon.
Don't get on the rail.
Thick. Thought she hit that a little thick, to be honest.
Yeah, on this one, I mean, he might be elevating here and really juicing it with left English. I mean, he keeps it pretty simple under these conditions, though. He might just try to stun left it. Stun left it. What does that even mean? Hit it with stun left. Pop it over. Oh my goodness. How much better can you hit that ball? Let me tell you, not much. There's a trap question, Mark. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's rhetorical, wasn't it?
Oh. What in the foo?
Phew, foo.
Foo. All right. 3-0.
Just look at this 9-ball.
Everybody
It looked like it was wide, Chris. It was very wide. Only the pace enabled it to drop. And she's finished absolutely plumb on the 10. And as you say, 3-0 right on the hill. And if they do go on to win this match, which looks pretty likely now, we're guaranteed a full arena, that's for sure, tomorrow evening. 7 p.m. for the final. What a performance the first set was all short, and Centeno looked like they were going to steamroll their way into the final. But I don't know how you think about this, Chris, but I think they've lost their way in the safety in the kicking department just over the last few racks. And some good safety from that man there and his partner, Fu. And the kicking just hasn't gone right for Shaw and Centeno. Not really had a chance to have a go at anything, to be honest. Yeah, and balls beginning to fly in, and you just get the feeling that their names could be, well, written in the stars, but also written in the trophy very, very soon. The way they're playing, everything going their way.
It almost scratched on the side, too. It got kicked out of there and then went all kinds of places. Got a chance here, Mark. The way they've been playing, I mean, it's all kind of lining up together. You want to run into the 5 here. Even if you make the 3 on accident, if you run into the 5, you'll have a shot on the 5. Lots of right English, maybe about 4 o'clock on the cue ball, low speed. Oh,
perfect. Oh.
I think she might give him a little more room here and go for the cut and come up for the 5 in the same one, same pocket.
Do you know, it's a weird thing to say, Chris, maybe, but, you know, yesterday, Zhao Fang Fu had such a dreadful time on the jumps. She really did. She didn't even successfully jump any ball from memory, but she nailed the first 2 or 3 today, and it seemed to pump her up. And I think it's done wonders for her confidence today. And now she's playing great in all departments. Is that Justin's dad?
That is Justin's dad, yep. Next to him is his sister. And the whole rest of the squad. I can't really see who else, but 4 more balls, Mark. And I don't know about you, but we are going to hear the whole building erupt.
I think I'm going to feel it here in Thailand. I think you might cause a little small tsunami here for all the way from St. Louis.
Make sure you run under your bed, okay?
I'm on the 2nd, 3rd floor. I should be all right.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Okay, 1 more shot to guarantee, basically to guarantee a victory. 2 more. Could cut the tension in the room, Mark.
Absolute silence. Yes, says Fu. Tap on the leg from Jason Shaw. He knows they've been beaten by a better pairing today. And there it is. The crowd absolutely goes crazy for Zhao Fang Fu and Justin Bergman. He'll be going round fist pumping the whole audience here, I think, because they're all from St. Louis. What a fabulous match we've just witnessed there. Well done to Fu and Bergman. Unlucky Jason Shaw, Cheska Centeno, first time playing together. They had a great tournament reaching the semi-finals, but it will be Bergman and Fu in tomorrow's final at 7 p.m. That's it from us today. Thank you so much. I'm Mark White, and thank you so much to Chris Reinhold as well for being with me. It's been a lot of fun. See you tomorrow, guys. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, just want to remind you, we got another semifinal going on. Please be courteous at the other table and go get a seat and check it out. And please be courteous at the other table. We have a semifinal going on. Thank you. Just a reminder, everybody, that there is another Final Four match going on. Please be courteous.